Hi, my people. Welcome to today's newest psychic reading. Today I'm going to be doing a psychic reading on Buster Murdaugh, who is the son of Alex Murdaugh, who was recently convicted of the slaying of his other son, as well as his wife. So let's go ahead and get into it. A lot of people see Buster as a little bit suspicious or complacent or compliant. We'll see what Spirit has to say. So thank you all for being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on all my other social media pages, including TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all other platforms. All right. So thank you for being here. And thank you for listening and watching. If you would like your own personal reading, I am available for personal readings, so do not hesitate to reach out. My website, of course, is lamarrtownsendtarot.com. So this is my website, Lamarr Townsend. Wait a minute. LamarrTownsendTarot.com. This is my website. Once you reach this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me already. You can also follow me down here on Instagram and Facebook where I post mini readings. You can also check out the store section of my website. This is where you can go, of course, to view all the different rates, services, products, classes, candles, and different types of things I do offer. I do offer email readings. I also offer phone readings. I also offer video recorded readings where you send your questions via email. And I record myself answering your questions and then email you that video download link to keep. I also do offer birth chart readings, both compatibility birth chart readings and individual birth chart readings. I offer candles, custom candles included. I also do offer past life readings if you want to learn about your past lives, mediumship readings if you want to connect to the spiritual realm. Like I said, I offer classes and so much more. So check out my website for all things spiritual. I'm always adding new things as time goes on, new services as well. So definitely keep in touch. Um, and let's get into the reading. So, like I said, today we're doing a reading on Buster Murdaugh. I might look at his chart to be honest with you. I really don't want this reading to be too long because I have a jam-packed day. I have clients to get to. I have to go see a movie for the third time this weekend. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen Scream 6, go see Scream 6. And I just want to enjoy my day. So, I don't want to spend too much of my energy, in this type of energy. All right. So I want to pull up his birthday information really quickly. So we'll have that pulled up when we cross that bridge. So I'm actually not finding anything about his birthday. As you can see, um, it says all the sources say he was born in 1996, but they don't give the month, day, or year that he was born. So we obviously need that in order to do a chart reading on him. So I'm not going to dig deep and try to find his birthday month and year. We may just take this time and maybe we can find Alex's birthday. And we'll do a chart reading on him. All right. And then we'll be at least be able to look into Alex's relationship maybe with Buster or what it would be like or what it would have been like. So yep, here we go right away. Alex Murdaugh was born 17th of June 1968 in South Carolina. That's all the information I need to do a chart reading. So we will, instead of doing a chart reading on Buster, we will do a chart reading on Alex, but we will focus the reading portions in terms of the tarot cards and the channeling on Buster. All right. So we got that figured out. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and get this reading started with a cleansing. Thank you, Spirit, for opening up the channel so that I can connect with what is Buster Murdaugh's connection to the slaying of his brother and his mother. Maybe touch on his relationship with Alex. Thank you for providing clarity and insight. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, and my emotions in my space. Amen, amen, amen. All right, perfect. So let's tap in and see what we get. Spirit, can you give us clarity and insight on Buster Murdaugh's relationship or connection to the Alex Murdaugh murder trial? The first thing I'm seeing, and I feel like maybe I'm looking at this through Buster's perspective, or maybe I'm just a layperson on the outside looking in. I'm not quite sure yet, but I definitely see Alex kind of acting a little bit erratic. Like I can't tell if he's drunk. I can't tell if he's on something. It did come out during his trial that he was some sort of addict. I think it was to substances of some sort. So I see him kind of acting erratically. I don't know why I see him in the kitchen. He's cooking. He's all over the place. He has a lot of energy, and it's kind of unlike him. I literally hear it. It's unlike Dad. Like it's kind of unlike Dad. It's like him, but it's not. It's not like him. It's like him in the sense of this is how he normally acts when he's on something, but it's not like him in the sense that this is not his normal way of being. If that makes sense, right? So definitely get the energy of like Alex being on something of some sort. I don't know why I see him in the kitchen. He's almost like dancing, like almost like someone who just has a lot of energy. So like maybe they took an upper or something like that. Maybe he took an upper, but he's like dancing. He's like moving, kind of like erratically. He's like talk. I feel like he's talking fast. Alex, he's going in and out of the fridge, and I feel like Buster is sitting maybe like on an island, just kind of watching him, but also I feel like they're having some sort of conversation. I do feel like there are other people in the room. I do feel like maybe Paul is to the right of Buster. Um, and there's just something where I almost get the energy that it's definitely possible that Buster may have been to some degree closer to his dad than Buster was closer to his brother and his mother. But at the same time, I get the energy where Buster tried to kind of keep his distance from everyone. You know how you have a family that's like kind of dysfunctional or dysfunctional, and you're the one that sees all the mess going on. You see all the craziness and all the dysfunction, but like everyone is kind of just living in it, and everyone else is just kind of living in it, and you see what's happening. I feel like Buster was that child where he was able to see all the dysfunction, but still to some degree keep an arm's length from everything, or try to keep an arm's length as much as he could, being a part of the family, right? I don't know why I specifically get the energy where Buster started to realize the dysfunction in his family, or he particularly started to become aware of certain things in terms of dysfunction with his family, not just with his father, but maybe with his father especially. I feel like there's something around like high school time, and I don't know why I see like lacrosse or sports. So I don't know if Buster played sports or like lacrosse when he was in high school or something like that. But I don't know why I see like maybe it was like high school, but kind of like a club setting or something like that, or sports setting, group setting. I don't know. There's something where I feel like Buster started to realize he was different, maybe in terms of his privilege, but also I feel like it dealt with like privilege and connections, and almost like to some degree feeling invincible. Like my dad's a lawyer, my dad knows the DA, my dad knows this person, my dad knows that person, kind of thing. But when you're young, for my sheltered people, like I grew up sheltered from a lot of things. Um, but once you get older, once you get high school age, the reality of the world, the reality of the situations really start to penetrate. You know, your friends get to start talking, and especially in the age that we live in of social media and things of this nature. So I get, up until high school age, Buster may have been sheltered from the realities of what went on in the family, the good and the bad. But there's something where once he became high school age, and I feel like starting maybe from freshman year of high school, like things started to become apparent as to the ways of his family and the ways of his father. And I don't know, I think looking, it said Buster was born in 1996, so he's only a few years younger than me. I was born in 91. So he definitely has to be in his 20s or 30s, probably his 20s, um, or late 20s, mid 20s. And yeah, I feel like I almost feel like the energy of I wonder if he got in a fight with someone or if there was like kind of bullying for who his father was or who his family was when he was growing up. I kind of get that energy with Buster, where he started to kind of distance himself from the circus that was the Murdaugh family and his father, like starting from high school. He started to see the cracks, or he started to see the realities of certain things. Buster did. I just keep seeing like Buster observing his father having very erratic behavior. I feel like a lot of this does deal with substances or substance abuse. I don't know why I also see something about a gun, like allegedly. I'll say this is all alleged for YouTube entertainment purposes, like almost like playing with it, like clipping it, unclipping it, like there's something with that where it's like Buster started to really see, okay, he's really starting to crack, further, or this is really unlike him in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like once again, because it was said when the murders happened of his brother and his mother, he wasn't there. I feel like part of that deals with like that kind of thing I was talking about, where arm's length, you know. Um, I also get the energy allegedly. I'll say where Alex kind of may have got Buster caught up in some things previously. I know there was something where I think I heard, or it came out during the trial, that Alex set himself up to be slayed, to be offed, to be murdered, right? Um, or he tried to do it himself to himself. But the reason why he did it was because he wanted Buster to get some sort of policy or money or something like that. And it kind of is like, I don't know if that's something he did with Buster knowing or not knowing. I kind of feel like it may be a little bit of both, but I feel like that's not the first time Alex has tried to, attempted to, or has gotten Buster caught up in something. Either prior to him knowing, prior to Buster knowing. My window's open. It's a nice day here in the DMV area, but yeah, there's just certain things Buster knows about his father. I want to say allegedly has participated in things with his father, um, where Buster definitely knows sides of his father that other people do not. The way I see it and the way I pick it up, Buster kind of has a feeling or kind of has an inner knowing that his dad had something to do with the passing of his brother and his mother. It's kind of one of those things where you're either guilty by association or by proxy, or you become a victim by association or by proxy. So I definitely get the energy where Buster may be Alex's favorite child, allegedly, but only in the sense or because Buster is was often willing, was often complacent, or I hear he was just never there. So that may have also been um, an easy alibi or an easy way to include Buster's of some sort, but like there's something with alibi. Um, I hear Buster kept a lot of secrets for Alex and has kept a lot of secrets. I hear will continue to keep a lot of secrets. I don't know why I see like I hear a phone call between the two of them. So I don't know if a phone call will be released or something like that. But I almost feel like Buster Murdaugh could come back into the forefront in some way as well. Either in terms of this case or just in general. Like the forefront of the public eye, things of this nature. I also see him moving, like moving away, almost like starting his own family, but the legacy of what this, will carry on with him. And, it is what it is. I literally hear, like, I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with that. But in a weird way, Alex is and was very protective of Buster. And I'm going to say it this way, and I think I'm going to move on to the astrology portion, and then we'll get to the tarot cards. In Alex's mind, I feel like in Alex's mind, Buster was an accomplice to him. Me and Buster. Buster will hold the secrets. Buster will do this. Buster will do that. Maybe Buster got the light work. Maybe Buster wasn't there, pulling the trigger or anything like that. Or, you know, um, but maybe he was a key. He definitely, may have been a keeper of secrets, allegedly. You know? So in Alex's mind, Buster may have been his accomplice, his road dog, his sidekick in that way. I don't know if that's how Buster saw it. And it's weird because it's almost like Buster's just like, I just want you to be my dad. I just want you to be my dad. Like, I don't want to have to be roped into these weird criminal, odd circumstances in order to have a father son relationship with you. That's literally what I get. And maybe the other son wasn't so willing, wasn't so complacent, right? And that's why he was chosen, allegedly. All right, you guys, let's get into the chart reading on Alex, and we'll get to the tarot card portion. Let's get into it. All right, we're black. Let's see what we've got. So, as you can see, it says here Alex Murdaugh was born on June 17th, 1968. Let's zoom in. Alex Murdaugh was born on the 17th of June, 1968, in South Carolina, United States. I wish it said where in South Carolina. See if we can find that out. Where was he born in South Carolina? Here it says Hampton, South Carolina. Alex Murdaugh, birthday. This is, I don't know, some website. 54 years old, place Hampton County, South Carolina. Hampton County. This says 1958. So is it 68 or 58? So wait, was he born in 1958? If he's 54, then he was probably born in 68. Let's do the math real quick. 2023 minus 1968 is 55. So he's probably born in 68. But it's interesting that this says 58. I'm going to try and see if I can find other. This says 58. So this says he's 64. This says 1958 in Hampton, South Carolina. I guess we'll go with 1958 then. Because there's some reports saying he's. This says 1958. I'm going to use 1958. Because I've seen more reports saying he's born in 1958 rather than 1968. So he's born on June 17th. So we'll do 6/17. Let's do 1958. And it says he was born in Hampton. We'll put the time for 12 noon, which is right in the middle of the day. And this is from a previous client. He was born in Hampton. What is it again? Hampton, South Carolina. I don't get that. I don't see Hampton, South Carolina, unfortunately. That's a bummer. Alright. Making me do a lot of work, Alex. Alright, cities near Hampton, South Carolina. Beaufort, South Carolina. So let's see if Beaufort, South Carolina shows up. And then if it does, we'll see how far it is from Hampton. I don't get a Beaufort. I get a Beaufort, Australia. Let's try. Let's stay in South Carolina, though. Let's try Orangeburg, South Carolina. If we don't find a location, we're just gonna deal with it. Orangeburg. No, I don't see Orangeburg either. Jesus. Oh my God. Um, let's try Rincon, GA. I mean, it says it's near Rincon. I don't see that either. All right, Alec. You know what? I'm just not going to use the location. Don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. So we've got his birth month, day, and year. We don't have a location. Not a big deal. I just want to look at the main planets he has. So, he has his Alex Murdaugh has his sun in Gemini. He has his Mercury in Gemini. He has his mid in Gemini. And he may have his moon in Gemini too. I want to do a transit reading on the moon and see if the moon changes zodiac signs anytime throughout the day he's born. So let's see. So if he's born between the hours of 12 midnight and 12 p.m., he's definitely a moon in Gemini. Let's go 12 hours ahead. By 5 p.m., or around 5 p.m., the day he's born. And let's see if we can pinpoint the exact time. Actually, no, around maybe 4 p.m. Let's see. Yeah, around 4 p.m., the moon switches to Cancer. So he's actually either, once again, assuming this is the correct year he's born, but he actually may either be a moon in Cancer or a moon in Gemini. Now, once again, pretty much, and we'll kind of go to the end of the day he's born. His mid actually also switches to Gemini by that late day. So if he's born between the hours of 4 p.m. and the end of the day he was born, he may have a moon in Cancer and his mid in Cancer as well, his midpoint in Cancer. So, very interesting. If he is a triple or quadruple Gemini energy over here, Gemini it rules. It's ruled by Mercury. So Gemini rules or is associated with communication, intellect, the mind, one's young childhood to young adult years. All right. Gemini also does deal with local travel. So I think they pretty much stayed in Hampton, their whole life, which makes sense. I definitely could see him being, a quadruple Gemini energy here. In that case, it all runs in the family in this sense. Like I said, he comes from Alex and Murdaugh comes from a long line of legal professionals, people who work within the legal system in South Carolina. So once again, not surprising he's been there all his life, and I'm not surprised he might potentially be a moon in Cancer because that Cancer energy deals with family. Once again, the sun in astrology does deal with our purpose in life, how we express ourselves, our connection to our higher self. So remember, Geminis have dual sides to them. They have one side and a second side. Sometimes, oftentimes, they can have a good side and a bad side. It's like the angel and the devil on both shoulders. He has this. He may have this energy also conjunct his moon. The moon is how we emotionally express ourselves, our emotional reactions, our emotional instincts. It's also what we need in order to feel emotionally secure and safe in the world. So I definitely get the energy where if he's a moon in Gemini, he may not be the most emotional person, or he could be someone who is emotionally very erratic to a degree. Not saying all moon and Geminis are this way, but it would make sense also if he's a moon in Gemini based off of the footage of the dash cam footage, police footage, the day of the murders of his wife and his son. He was acting very emotionally erratic, in that video. So wouldn't be surprised if he's a moon in Gemini, coupled with his sun in Gemini. He definitely could have a dual side to him. Geminis are very adaptable. Geminis are very quick witted, especially with him having his Mercury in Gemini. He definitely could be someone as well, with Mercury and Gemini, where he could be good with conversation, good with communication. He could be someone that may not be the most organized, though, which once again is interesting because, to some degree it was an organized crime, but, there were some missing links there, particularly, missing links in terms of the times. Now, it's interesting because he has all this Gemini energy, which deals with our upbringing. So, couple things here. Wouldn't be surprised if this kind of elaborate scheme he did with his wife and his son. Wouldn't be surprised if that's something he saw or was taught to some degree growing up. And was kind of being traditional to his lineage in some way, shape, or form, allegedly. But when it comes to being traditional to his lineage and to his times, he was born in 1958. We didn't have cell phones back then. All right, we didn't have Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or anything like that. So it wasn't a thought of, someone could be, videotaping me. Someone could be videotaping right now. There wasn't a thought of, I need to look through my son's phone, before I commit this crime, to ensure that he doesn't have any evidence on his phone. And, he wasn't thinking like that because that's not the time he came from, right? But that was the exact thing that got him caught up, because it was, he lied on the stand during his trial and said that he wasn't there at the time of the murders, but his son took a Snapchat video prior to his son being killed, that had his voice in the Snapchat that proved that he was there. So that's very interesting. Now I want to look at his other chart here. He has his Venus in Taurus, Lilith in Aries, Mars in Aries, so he definitely could have an anger side to him, aggressive side to him. Lilith is the shadow side of one's personality. Mars is how one goes about getting what they want in life. Mars is also one sense of aggression. It looks like this is also in opposition to his North Node in Libra retrograde. North Node deals with his purpose in life. Libra deals with one-on-one relationships, business partnerships, making money, spending money. So I'm wondering if there was once again some opposition in terms of a relationship, whether it be a relationship. Libra can also be marriage, so this could be his marriage in some way, shape, or form. Or there was some sort of relationship outside the marriage that caused him to do what he did. All right, once again, sorry, my camera's getting low. My camera's about to die, but we're probably about to wrap this reading up soon, so I'm not really worried about the time. His is also in opposition. His Mars and Lilith is in opposition to his Jupiter retrograde in Libra. Jupiter is the planet of taking chances, taking risks, stepping outside your comfort zones, a need for freedom. So I'm wondering also, was part of his this plan or decision he made a need to free himself maybe of the connection to his wife, connection to his son, or something like that, or freeing himself of some sort of other relationship, or like I don't know. There's some factor of relationships here that goes beyond just the relationship to the son and the wife. All right, maybe particularly the wife though, because Libra does deal with once again marriage. So this also would, well, it wouldn't be, this actually, his North Node in Libra and Jupiter in Libra retrograde would also be in opposition to his Neptune in Scorpio. Neptune deals with secrecy, life behind closed doors, death, evolution, and change. Scorpio is mainly ruled by Pluto. Or Scorpio is about, death, evolution, change, growth. Neptune is about secrecy, life behind closed doors, one's need for privacy and solitude. So once again, I almost feel, you feel like based off of Alex Murdaugh's chart that he wanted to rid himself of, I'll say allegedly maybe his wife. I don't know. I don't. I'm not quite seeing the son yet. Or why he would do that to the son, and but once again I'm not sure. But there's definitely something with the wife here or his marriage. Neptune in Scorpio. Scorpio is also co-ruled by Mars. Mars is the opposition to Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So Mars and Venus are both polar opposite planets. Um, so he has a lot of oppositions here, I'm noticing. He has a Saturn in Sagittarius, which would be in opposition, once again, to definitely his Sun in Gemini, his Mercury in Gemini, his midpoint in Gemini, and his Moon in Gemini. Saturn deals with fatherhood, so now it's making sense. His Saturn is retrograde in Sagittarius, so I don't know if he got along quite well with Paul. I would have to look at Paul's chart and see what he has in his chart, but I would say Alex Murdaugh didn't always get along with his family in general. Interesting. Saturn deals with the fatherhood, so this would be him, fatherhood duties. It is retrograde though, so he may not have been the best father, particularly because Saturn is retrograde in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about freedom. Sagittarius is about open mindedness, stepping outside one's comfort zone. So he may have been often someone, and we can see that through, this, crime that he committed. He was someone that often thought of himself or didn't think about others, didn't think about his family. Did things and didn't necessarily think about the repercussions to his reputation, at times as well. Um, Saturn deals with career, professional destiny, status, and society, so this could be those unscrupulous activities in terms of his career in some way, shape, or form. Sagittarius is also higher education, higher learning. So very, very interesting. His Chiron is in Aquarius. His vertex is in Virgo. His Pluto is in Virgo. So if he's Pluto in Virgo, he would be. Well, this would depend on the year he was born though. If he's a Pluto in Virgo, he'd be, I guess, a boomer. Um, or he wouldn't be Gen X because I think Gen X is Libra. All right. His Uranus is in Leo, so his Uranus in Leo is in opposition to his Chiron in Aquarius. Uranus is the planet of friendships, acquaintances, social groups, social networking. Chiron retrograde. Chiron is like your ability to overcome your life wounds and heal other people as well as heal yourself. This is something he may have definitely struggled with. Once again, Aquarius is social networking, friends, acquaintances, social groups, unexpected changes. Um, I think Alex got himself caught up with certain people that caused him to do what he did. His Chiron would be in opposition to his Uranus and Leo. Leo is confidence. It's the ego. So there's definitely some ego involved in this with him, or other people bigging up his ego. Leo is also, like I said, self-expression, one's connection to their life purpose and higher self. Um, I definitely get the energy where Alex, was not surrounded by the best people, and I think this goes deeper than just he just, you know, you know, offed his, wife and son, and for no reason. It's like there's definitely a reason, and it, potentially involves other people. Once again, all right. Um, behind the scenes. It definitely could involve his marriage, to some degree. But there's other people outside of this that factor into this as well, to some degree. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into these tarot cards and round this reading out with the cards. And we're black. Let's go ahead and I kind of just only have one question. I only just really want to know, was Buster an accomplice in some way to what Alex did? And then from there, maybe we'll have maybe a question or two. But I've got to get to a client, so we'll see how it goes. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck when you pass reading. Amen, amen, amen. All right. So I want to know, Spirit, was Buster Murdaugh an accomplice to Alex Murdaugh's crime that he committed against his wife and his son? Was Buster Murdaugh a crime to the murder of his brother and his wife at the hands of Alex Murdaugh, his father? Thank you for surrounding me in your protection. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Let's try that one more time. Make sure you all like the video, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you for listening and watching. The first card I get is the Queen of Pentacles. This could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Aries female. Maybe this could be the mother figure in some way, shape, or form, or the mother. I'm not sure of her zodiac sign. I get another female connected to money. This would be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus female. So I get two females here. I get the Nine of Pentacles connected to thoughts, communication, and the mind. Nine of Pentacles is a card of kind of being focused on the self, having stability, being self-sufficient. I get the Ace of Cups connected to family, home, emotions, and mother energy. Interesting. I get the Ten of Swords connected to confidence, ego, self-expression, one's purpose in life, one's higher self, one's energy and zest for life. Ten of Swords is a card of... Ten of Swords can mean a couple different things. It can mean knowing something but not doing anything about it, or knowing something and moving forward with it anyway, even though maybe you know it's not a good idea, or, it's a card of like tripping yourself up. 10 is often a number associated with, especially when it comes to the Ten of Swords or like the Ten of Wands, generational curses. So he definitely allegedly knew something. I get the Five of Wands connected to work, job, daily routine. Five of Wands. Five is a card of communication, intellect, the mind. So he may know something. Something may have been communicated to him in some way, shape, or form. I'm also wondering if there were arguments or fights leading up to the slaying of his brother and his mother. So I don't know if there were arguments in the home or arguments between Alex and, his son Paul or his wife. But once again, he knows something. He knows something. Ten of Wands shows up. We were just literally talking about the Ten of Wands maybe like 30 seconds ago with this card. And look at it showing up. The Ten of Wands shows up connected to one-on-one relationships, business partnerships. So was he an accomplice in some way? It's a possibility. He either knows something, participated in something. I don't know if he necessarily participated in the actual committing of the crime. I don't see that. I get a King of Cups facing the Ten of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. This would be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person. We know that his father has a lot of Gemini energy based on the chart we saw, but he may have some water energy if he's a moon in Cancer. We weren't able to find Paul's. We weren't able to find Paul's information, unfortunately, in terms of his birth chart. So, did he participate? Let's see. He definitely knows something. I get the Eight of Wands, which is a lot of moving parts. I get the Eight of Wands as the last card. So I want to say he knows something to some degree. He could have been participatory, or even if it wasn't knowing something. All right. Um, I get the seven of one or the seven of cups connected to friends, acquaintances, social groups, social networking, unexpected changes, inventiveness, seriousness. Seven is the number of secrecy, life behind closed doors. Eight of wands actually shows up in a placement of secrecy. Eight deals with the past. Eight deals with the father. The number. In numerology, 8 is the number associated with the father, 8 is the number associated with the past, career, professional destiny, status, and society. So, yeah, he may have done some things for his father, or there were certain things associated with the father that maybe Buster participated in. Whether he knew what was going to happen or not. Alright? I get the Two of Wands connected to travel, relocation, personal opinions and beliefs, and the truth. Two is the card of emotions, family, and the home. Four of Swords shows up connected to fatherhood energy. Four is the number of, once again, friends, acquaintances, social groups, social networking, social media, the internet. It can be a card of unexpected changes. So I think there were some changes in Alex's behavior as well that, like, once again, Buster may have noticed. All right. Buster may have recognized. But yeah, he did some stuff. All right. I would say, allegedly Buster's hands may not, unfortunately, be fully clean in this situation. Sad. All right. Sad, sad, sad. All right. I kind of want to look at the relationship between him and his mother and his brother. That'll be the last question. What was Buster's relationship with his mother and his brother that passed away? What was Buster's relationship with Maggie, his mother, and Paul, his brother? What were Buster's relationship with Maggie, his mother, and Paul, his brother? Spirit, give us some clarity and insight. And then I gotta get these cards cleansed and get ready for my next client. Oh, and make some coffee in between. Because, child, I need some coffee, honey. You get the Nine of Pentacles. I think Buster, like I was saying earlier during the channeling portion, I think he kind of keeps to himself or kept to himself. I get the King of Swords or the King of Pentacles facing the Nine of Pentacles. This will be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus male. He may not have been so close to his sibling with the Moon card showing up in his placement of siblings or relationship to siblings. He may not have been super close to Buster. Their relationship may have been kind of like to some degree up in the air. They may have been untrustworthiness there to a degree. The mother, Three of Cups shows up here. Three is the number connected to truth, optimism, freedom, stepping outside one's comfort zones. I think everyone in this family kind of did their own thing. Because I feel like the mother may have spent a lot of time with her friends or something like that. But I also feel like the mother may have been there for Buster and Buster there for the mother during like the good times, the celebrations, the birthdays. But anything in between that, there may not have been much attachment or commotion. I get the Seven of Wands connected to daily routine. I think they didn't always get along either, I think. I'm wondering actually if Buster lived at home with them. Or was he living somewhere else? Page of Wands. These maybe could be the two brothers. Once again, this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Libra. Page could be someone as young as a child to someone in their early 20s or 30s, which I know Buster's definitely, once again, in his late 20s, or probably late 20s if he's born in 96. All right. This would be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or Scorpio person. I get the Eight of Wands. I don't see any huge animosity here so far. The justice card shows up the legal system, all right? They were a part of the legal, system in terms of working. But the last card I get is the Ten of Cups. So I think, while maybe they didn't always get along, maybe Buster didn't always get along with his brother or his mother, I think at the end of the day they were family. And it's kind of like one of those things where, yeah, maybe you don't see your family all the time or talk to your family all the time, but when there's a birthday or a holiday or a celebration, you see them and it's all good. It's all love. Kisses, drinks, and smooches and all that. But anything in between then, it's like, maybe not so close. But still family nonetheless. Very, very interesting. I also think it's possible some friends may know some stuff too, or people outside the family. Alright, you guys, we'll end this here. Thank you all for listening and watching. I've got to go get ready for another client. So, I'm talking like y'all are a client, or this is like a client reading. I've got to go get ready for a client. So, I will see you guys later. Love and light. Stay blessed, stay encouraged, stay abundant, stay booked and busy. Alright, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you in your own personal reading. Either way, I'll see you soon. God bless. And we send our love and light to those affected by this tragedy. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me.